You are the office goon. You're the office gooner. I don't mean to sound like I'm doing tricks from the corporation here, but they are gonna absolutely ruin this man as soon as they get their hands on him. So if you have access to human beings, if you have access to the internet, if you socialize or talk to anyone in any way, shape, or form, hell, if you read a book right now, you know Grand Theft Auto 6 is being leaked. It's not the game files out there. Other people can't just download and play it. It is just video. And I'm officially here to say another leak has hit the towers. Rockstar has taken a pretty harsh hit, and there are hundreds upon hundreds of theories of what's actually true and what's actually going on. Some people say that it's not even a person, it's Rockstar themselves leaking it, and it's all part of the big marketing ploy. And there's other people saying this guy doesn't actually have the game, these are all like pre-recorded playtests. Then he started viewing Cake, if you will, with binoculars, get that full image. Before we sort everything out here, I do want to let you know, liking the video and providing your feedback does help me not only on the content, but get into the algorithm to make the content better for more and more people. Subscribing to stick around is even better, but it's not necessary. Most recent leak on screen with no context, obviously I can't show it. Rockstar Games is going to hunt me down and cut off all 10 of my toes if I do. I want you to picture something really quickly here, that you are the office goon. You're the office gooner, if you will. Why am I saying that? Is the idea exists that this guy is a playtester and he pre-recorded all of it. It explains why he's got different builds of the game he's playing on. The game looks jank and sometimes, it doesn't in others. It's an unfinished product. Jason goes to a nudist town, starts creeping on people, gets in an altercation with a woman, and then just rocks her shit with a 9mm and then airs that bitch out. The video prior to this, which supports my theory, of course, alongside of this first one, the most recent one, is that he's at a gentleman's club and he's looking around and he pulls out a pair of binoculars looking at her chick, and he's like, I want that cake to be full screen, please. Thank you very much. Like, he's just staring at full screen ass. That's what he's looking for. This, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, I don't understand QA, and this is what they actually wanted him to do, destroys the idea that he was a QA player. Because can you imagine your name being sent to like a boardroom with an attachment for the video, and there's like 15 or 20 different people who make like 3 times much as you, watching you demonstrate the gameplay mechanics, and in the middle of all of it, you start looking at ass. Your employees don't want to hang out with you anymore, and they're talking. You can hear them just whisper like, yo, that's Eric. That's the dude who stared at ass in front of all the executives. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this like leads into another theory of this guy was actually a QA player, and he pre-recorded all of this. He knew he was going to hold on to it, and then they fired him, and he was like, fuck you guys. I'm taking this to my computer. I'm taking this home. I'm going to leak this whole thing. You guys can suck my balls. Just because they didn't want to associate with him. I think it's even funnier when you think of it like they didn't want to associate with this guy anymore because they were like, this guy's a freak. This guy, we should not have given him the game. Take it away from him immediately. He cannot be trusted. But in all seriousness, I think this squashes and nips it in the bud that this guy was not actually like a QA tester, like a play tester of some sort. He might actually have a build of the game. He's already shot his name in the wall. He's looking at ass straight up. It doesn't seem like he's progressing in the game, which could also give a little bit of theory to that he's actually just a playtester. But if you're a playtester, wouldn't you have like footage of progress in the game? Because different mechanics get introduced later down the line, and like story elements in the world probably would change, even if it's a little bit as you progress through the story. Like, you want to test stuff throughout the story as well. Like, I don't know. And we're seeing different builds as time goes on. We're seeing increasingly better versions of the game. And this leads me to my next point is there are people who are just like contrarians for the sake of being a contrarian, or they'll do it literally just for the sake of trying to own people. Like, there will people who will state the obvious. Like, they wake up and they're like, the sky is blue for colorblind people, by the way, fuck you. Like, just like nonsense, really. Like stuff that no one is talking about, and yet you still found a way to like shoehorn it in. And or like the obvious is like, hey, this beta version of Minecraft looks terrible. Like this looks bad. And everyone's like, well, no Sherlock, like it's the beta vert. Like what are you talking about? I should kick your fucking ass. Let's just prepare ourselves. It's gonna happen at launch. It happens with like every game that comes out now. There is going to be a group of people, and not to overinflate it, because there's the opposite side of the spectrum who are like anti-contrarian everything, and everything is anti-contrarian for them. It's so it's just a nonsense back and forth. I'm so sick of this. But when the game comes out, there's going to be people who are like, this game is terrible. Like, GTA 6 is a flop. This game is terrible, right? And I don't know, because I haven't played the game, so I'm not going to sit here and moral grandstand whether GTA 6 is going to be the best thing ever. whatever, it's going to be terrible, right? I do know one thing for certain. There's going to be people out there who are like, look at all of these haters of GTA 6. The game's not even out yet and you already hate it. You're so dumb. Or the people who say the thing, like they'll come up with some like vague like argument against it, like why your opinion is invalid. They're like, oh, these are the same people that said this when this happened and when this was going on. Like, no, it's not like you're arguing against one person. You're just seeing things on the internet, generalizing it and calling it a day. Just stop talking. Stop. And they're going to use that as a defense for, like, everything, right? And I'm not saying that this game deserves criticism just because of how it looks visually on the screen. We know the game's not finished. Let's lock it in for a second here. There are things to criticize, but we're not going to, like, push that off to the side because there's so many people being negative about this thing. I don't understand. Like, you know what you're doing? It's called toxic positivity. If you basically have just not touched Reddit, which means you bathe, right? I gotta peek in every now and then because it's how I get some of my content. Just sometimes I like uploading skate videos. I like playing Kovacs and uploading like FPS like edits and shit like that. Like I enjoy some things like that. Don't get me wrong. But some of the people that have been on this Reddit are just insane. Just need to be locked away. And they actually had to make another Reddit, this is like a sort of a structure for another video I'll make. So if you want to go check that out, please subscribe because that one's going to be pretty good. I'm going to get pretty emotionally involved in that. I'll break down every community. Battlefield 6, Skate, everyone's on the chopping block. But basically, they were just throwing shit at the wall. That anything goes. It was the Wild West over in the GTA unmoderated subreddit. And that's where a lot of these leaks have ended up, as well as like PS5 India. For whatever reason, I'm not sure like the correlation between the two. I guess they're just more lax about what goes up there. But basically, it was just like every single day someone was saying, yo, the GTA 6 trailer is dropping today at 8 p.m. And at my mom's house, you all get to watch it, and your ex-wife is going to be there, and she's going to take you back. Also, Kanye West is going to be there. I was, like, sitting, like, on my lunch break at work or something, and it would just come up on my phone, like, GTA 6 trailer dropping today, GTA 6 dropping today. Like, every single day for months. It was bad. It was really bad. And then we finally got some, like, official, like, updated news. It was to the point where I genuinely didn't believe it. I thought it was fake. I didn't want to believe it. Now my balls were getting pulled again. Netflix comes over here, lays their balls on my desk, and they go, hey, if you want to watch the reveal, you gotta watch it over on Netflix, buddy. And I was, isn't it just gonna come out 6 hours later everywhere else? And they're like, oh, yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah, but if you want to see it first, you know where to go. And I was like, yeah, I think I agree with most of the people. I think I'm patient enough. And then there were revealings that there were people who are in fact incapable of being patient enough, or they just didn't care. They already had Netflix anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The next thing I want to get into here, which I think makes Take-Two so like bloodthirsty and destroys another theory that I have, is that Take-Two and Rockstar are in cahoots. Like, this whole thing is like a big ploy by them. And I think that kind of sits in the mud there a little bit, gets stuck, if you will, when you take into account that their stock is, like, tanking. And Discord has even come out and said that, hey, they have not hit us with a subpoena, right? So it's kind of yes, kind of no. Like, maybe it is part of the marketing. Maybe it's not. Cyber leaks in the game, right? But then you take a look at it. People are spending money on a meme coin. On one hand, I think it would be even worse if it was in fact true, because they tanked their stock and they were taking money from people. You know, allegedly, if you would, because this isn't actually like confirmed or anything. But if they're taking money from people and they're a large corporation producing GTA 6 for voting on what gets leaked next for your marketing campaign, and you're taking a hit to stock, I mean, I don't see that as the smartest reputation move. If you know what I mean, you're hurting your reputation with your consumers and then your shareholders. Doesn't seem to make sense to me at all. You know, I would say I'm kind of in the middle on like excitement. I'm interested to see what's going on with the game. I'm interested to check in on the leaks and see how the game looks. It looks solid, looks pretty good. But my excitement isn't super high just because of the delays and everything, and with not the leaks like hurting how I feel about the game. I'm kind of still neutral because I understand it's not finished with these leaks. But the whole disc debacle didn't sit right with me, I gotta be honest. I want to have some sort of backup, even if it's not on a physical disc. If I can back up the file myself, crack it or something later, like 10, 20 years down the line, even if that's possible, even if it takes time to do it, I'd be way more comfortable with spending money on that, which I know for a fact with PlayStation 5 emulation coming around the corner, it is absolutely going to be way easier. Someone's going to streamline it. It's already technically possible to back up some of your files and move them to a hard drive and put them elsewhere. And, you know, let's say, like, Microsoft just went to court over the whole case where a guy lost his whole account, got deleted after he got hacked, because Microsoft was just like, fuck it, dude, you're going to have to buy everything again. And he was like, absolutely not, and took him to court. He won, set the precedent for that, in my opinion. I'm just not super comfortable with the ability that a company can have to just delete everything that I have, and I have to repurchase. I'm just expected to repurchase everything I got again. So I guess I'm kind of in the middle. We'll see what happens. We'll see how everything shakes out. I am interested to see the leak developments, though. It's drama for me. I like it. I do want to say that I appreciate you for sticking around the whole video. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate your time. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to stick around. Please let me know what I can do to improve the content. It really does help me, not only in the algorithm, but improving in general. It helps me get to more people. Take it easy.